in order to stop the spread of the virus. However, let's take a look at a state right here in America, which has taken the exact opposite approach of either Australia or New Zealand. I'm, of course, talking about the state of Florida, which, as you might know, is governed by Mr. Ron DeSantis and has, by and large, rejected both mask mandates as well as any type of vaccine passport schemes. And so, how is Florida exactly doing right now? Well, according to the latest government data which has been released, Florida is currently tied for having the lowest daily COVID cases per capita in all of the United States. Let me just repeat that. After rejecting both mask as well as vaccine mandates, and despite being one of the most populous states in the entire nation, Florida is now tied for having the lowest daily COVID cases per capita in all of America. In fact, here's a statement from Governor Ron DeSantis' press secretary. It just shows once again the success of Governor DeSantis' science-based and data-based policies. He's always made decisions based on the data, and that continued even during the Delta surge this summer. What he realized would help was not mask mandates in school or lockdowns, but provide treatment that actually works. Now, if you'd like to see what that actually looks like broken down on a graph, here it is right here. I'll put it up on screen. That is the latest data from the CDC. It goes up until the end of November. And as you can see, Florida down there has some of the lowest rates per capita in the entire country. In fact, going up until the end of November, Florida averaged about 1,393 cases per day, which averages out to be about 6 cases per 100,000 residents, which if you compare it to states like, let's say, Michigan right now is averaging about 85 cases per 100,000, or states like New York, which have about 34 cases per 100,000. So Florida, which has only 6 cases per 100,000, is obviously much lower than some of those other states. Now, while he was in Brandon, Florida, which is a city in Florida, it's a city called Brandon, here's what Governor Ron DeSantis had to say about the recent success that the state has been seeing. Quote, "They don't want to tell you this, but Florida, for like almost a month, has been either the lowest or one of the lowest COVID in the entire country. You see it surging in other parts. The corporate media, they don't like it when it surges in other parts. They only like it when it surges in places that they don't like. And so, I don't know if they're even going to cover that, but I see it happening. And it was something that it was obviously predictable." And so if you'd actually like to get a breakdown of what Florida did differently than the other states, we here at the Epoch Times, we actually put together a phenomenal documentary. It's called DeSantis. You can find it over on Epoch TV. And it shows basically what route Governor DeSantis took compared to what other states took, and sort of how the media treated him based on the decisions that he made, and then the aftermath that we are seeing now. If you'd like to check that out, I'll throw a link to it in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go back into the studio. If you'd like to read more about what's happening either in the former British prison colony called Australia, or on the flip side, what's happening over in Florida, I'll throw several links to those articles into the description box below this video for you to check out. And all I ask in return is that you take a quick moment to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And now let's move on over and discuss how Twitter's new CEO explicitly stated that his platform will actually need to move beyond the freedom of speech. Oh, sorry. What's this? Well, that's a great question, Roman, and it is today's sponsor, which is an awesome messaging and email service provider called Secure. And it's awesome if you're the type of person that actually cares about their privacy. Because, I mean, it's no big secret that these big tech companies are mining and remining our data all the time. In fact, in the year 2020, it was found that over 155 million Americans, likely including you and me, have suffered some form of data breach. And by the way, that's only what's publicly known. However, what's happened in the past, well, that can stay in the past, because with Secure, your data and your messages can remain private. And that's because Secure has all of their data centers located over in Switzerland rather than in the US or in China. And the reason that's so important is that Switzerland has some of the strictest data privacy laws in the entire world, and they are not subject to the Intrusive Cloud Act. And if you want to know what the Cloud Act is, head on over to secure.com and watch their video on the homepage or on the video tutorials page, which is under their support section. Now, the thing that I personally love the most about the Secure app is the privacy aspect of it. They don't mine my data. They don't mine my phone number. They don't mine the phone numbers or data of my friends and family who I chat with. But best of all is that if your friends and family don't actually use the Secure app themselves, it doesn't matter. Because the way that it works is that when you use their Secure Send email technology, all of your emails and your messages route to Switzerland, and then the recipient can reply using their Secure Reply technology. And so everything remains private no matter what. And the same actually goes for their messaging app as well. And they're always coming up with new features. In fact, the most recent one they told me about, they sent me an email here, was that they're coming up with a new feature called text to chat by invite. So they're an innovative company and they really do care about your privacy. And so what they're doing doesn't work with your existing big tech email account. So check them out. You can head on over to secure.com. I'll throw the link into the description.